Hello, hi, welcome to Final Girl Friday. It's the National Mutt Day special. Shout out to all the weird little scraggly dogs we've had with no clear breed but infinite love for us. Mm, I love weird scraggly little dogs. I love dogs in general, really. Mm, But we aren't just there's not a dog in this. There's just a big bad wolf. So that's things are occurring. You know, a woo. We have, or this is the first scenario for the Big Bad Wolf. We have been isekai'd and woken up in the Storybook Woods. It's a fairy tale, but scary. We can only leave if the wolf dies, and even if the wolf dies, he'll be back again to torment someone else. So, like, we'll be fine. Well, he'll be fine. We might not be fine. Well, we'll do our best. He's only got 9 health. How bad can it be? How bad can it be? Anyway, the starting event is Travelers. What is this wondrous place? Which means we get 6 new victims immediately. 2 new ones at the dell, 2 at the meadow, and 2 at the clearing. Hello, Twy called, um, and Jaggy Cars. Um, I will politely not be adding you on Discord just because bot suspicions, but, nice to see you. Sorry. Nice to see you, nice to see you. Wish I could have been at Gen Con. I'm sure some people, who are maybe not, like, actively watching this, but I'm sure there are people here who are interested in that, but due to trip, I couldn't exactly, Gen Con and trip because that'd be getting a lot of time off work, and I don't know if they would appreciate that. Okay. We'll be fine. Everything will be cool and great. Anyway, okay. So, there are conveniently 3 people right next to the exit. So, it might be advantageous to just start getting people out of here as soon as we can. We start with the red cape, which means that if there's a tie between you and a victim, the killer will always target me instead of a victim. So, like, that's a really interesting thing to start with. Yeah, let's get out of eating range, I think. All right, so that's a 3 and a 5. I think it might be a good idea to burn a short rest and focus to make that a full success, just so we can move two two spaces. We'll go 1, 2, and immediately save 2 victims. I will take any top item card and move 2 spaces. And then for my 2 spaces, I will go 1 and 2. And I'll be over here with all these guys, so maybe we can start getting them out of here next turn. Let me just get those victims on the board. Shrink down. No. The victim. Okay. I don't know why it's not letting. There we go. Okay. So, yes. Okay. The item I will be taking is the basket. Um, we get to look at all. We get to shuffle the item cards that we did not pick at the start of the game and draw 3 of them. If any of them aren't weapons, we get to keep them. I think that'll be a nice strong start. Watch as we get a scythe, a chainsaw, and a M1 Abrams tank. And those are all the weapons in the environment, and we just don't get them. First one is a knife. Second one is thorny vines. Hey, that's not a weapon. And the third one is a map. Okay. So, that's 2 new things we can use. Thorny vines are... Spend time to place the Thorny Vines token in your space. If killer enters a space with Thorny Vines, discard token, killer takes 2 damage, and the killer phase immediately ends. Nice! That's a real strong pick. Real good. We could use the map to start discarding items and get some better ones, but there's songbirds in the gingerbread house, and that seems kind of appealing to me. So we'll see how that goes. For now, I got 5 time left. I'll take a sprint and a distraction. Put these back in the 0 cost. And it's the wolf's turn. The wolf is currently in tracking mode, so wolf will move up here. And for the terror card, the claws that scratch. For you and every victim in the big bad wolf space. Increase bloodlust. Bloodlust goes up to 6, and the dark power activates. Ravenous hunger. When revealed, place the big bad wolf in the space with the most victims. All victims in that space are killed. You know, I technically knew this was coming. This is how you set up the scenario. But, that's certainly an occurrence. That kills, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 victims. So a lot of things happen all at once. Horror level increases, and then the horror level increases again, which makes bloodlust go up, which increases the horror level again, which makes bloodlust go up. So now the big bad wolf is at 3 attack and 5 speed. The horror level is at maximum. And I can't save those victims I was wanting to save. Cool, great. Real strong opener on wolf. And we're in Red Dice Scary Bad Town. Alright. You know what? No, you are definitely... Alright, that's a scam. Okay, just doing some moderation. Oh yeah, and then this victim panics and runs directly into my space. My dude, I don't know if you want to be here. And then technically we panic adjacent victims again, but he's in our space. He isn't adjacent, so we just won't do that. And turn two. Um, I gotta focus. That is a 4. I guess I'll discard weak attack and walk, just so I'm not doomed forever. And then we are going to leave rapidly. Rapidamente. That is 2 successes, double sixes. So I'm taking this guy. We are going up here. And then we're going to gain 2 time. OBS, or down to 6. Block that off. All right. And our hand is pretty much empty, but we still have a space of movement, so we're going to go over here. Killer has, Killer is in termination mode, so will not move automatically, but... Oh gosh, the killer is fast now. I'll take a guard. And then a sprint and a search. And hopefully the killer will be too obsessed with killing me to do bloodlust, or to gain more bloodlust. Because his max level bloodlust thing is heal a bunch forever. And I cannot heal a bunch forever, so... He attacks his space. There's nothing in his space. Alright. It's snarled with glowing red eyes. In tracking mode, he runs up to me and attacks. And hey, you know what I just noticed? All the victims are on the opposite sides of bridges. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to get our ultimate off, because we can only take one across a time, unless we start running like this way, but I don't know how effective that is. Anyway, I need to guard this attack. That is a 1 and a 4. I'll discard a short rest and focus. And only take 1 damage from that. Hey, did you know the wolf? It's pretty big and bad, it turns out. That's his go. Now, I'm gonna sprint. One success, that's all I need. We're going to the gingerbread house. And then we're going to search. That's a success, that's all we need. Now we've got songbirds. We can spend 3 time to do a one-time 3 damage attack. And now that we're here, I'm going to use the map. We can reveal what's at the village. At the village is a slingshot. That's nice. Then here there is a cage. Oh, sick. That's just an extra use of songbirds. Alright, cool. We're actually very close to to getting a kill, just with raw damage. And then the rabbit's foot, we discard that one. And reveal the next card. Grandma's house, there's a hatchet. Oh, that's fun. It's a throwing hatchet. That's cool. That's good. But we're probably not going to make use of that, because we're going to use distraction. A 1 and a 4. Okay. This was a mistake. I did the old mistake of assuming simply rolling well will be a good idea. So I've only got 1 card left in my hand, so I can't upconvert to a success. So at the cost of 4 time, which is all the rest of my time, I'm gonna remove 1 horror. Which is gonna end my turn. Can't get any cards this turn, but we're gonna be able to do some funny things next turn. Because by my math, if we can search 1 more time, we will be able to simply heavily wound, if not kill, the wolf with birds and thorns. So, distraction, search, guard. So unfortunately, the first thing the wolf's going to do is attack nothing. Well, that's fine, actually. But then alright, the claws that scratch. Hey, the big bad wolf has AoE, apparently. He goes over here and does a big AoE and kills 3 victims. Oh, wait, no. Yes, he does. Claws that scratch means he moves first. The remaining victim panics and runs over here. Okay. The wolf sure does have big claws, Banna. Hecking AoE moves. Terrifying. Okay. So what we're doing now is, immediately, we're spending 3 time to send the songbirds after the wolf. Deal 3 damage to him. then we're going to spend another time to place the thorny vines in our space. A funny little trap. And then we're going to discard our walk cards for time. Go back to 4 time. And hope the killer decides to path into our space. Which is, not unlikely. And then we'll take our cards back, a search, and both close calls. Killer attacks the nothing in his space, and then the killer uses the jaws that bites and tries to come over here. But the thorny vines attack with a vine whip. Killer takes 2 damage. Phase immediately ends. Delicious, delicious. All right. Now we will search 2 and a 4, but that's what we have some of our cards for. I'll burn these focuses. Foci to get the cage. Discard this and get songbirds back. And then weak attack. 2 and a 6. Yeah, that's fine. That does a hit. And then I will use heck it, I'll discard short rest and close call to gain 2 time. I used one for search. Yeah. Now there's no reason to do that. Anyway, we use songbirds. 3 damage to the killer. Does this kill? It does! GG-EZ. And by easy, I mean TZ, terrifying Z. Not easy at all, just scary. GGE, as in I am screaming. Okay, that went a lot quicker than I expected. Shout out to Songbirds. One of the best cards, it turns out. They're still watching that movie up there, and it sounds kind of interesting, so I am gonna go see if I can't catch the end of that. Thanks for coming. I'll get the VOD up eventually. I think I've still got the last VOD, too, I gotta do. Happy National Mutt Day. If you got a mutt or a regular dog, just give him some love for me. Bye.